Let's get ready to rumble! You're listening to the Mamil and Squatch podcast.
So we're back, Gammon.
We're back.
We're back. Due to popular demand, I
Back
would
with
say.
a bang.
Two people wanted us back, Packer and Malone. So you got to give your fans what you want, don't you? I mean, I think for those that don't know us, we were probably Plymouth's most successful podcast in the lockdown.
Yeah.
We had like 150 views on one, but that was just audio, wasn't it? And we've come back.
But at one
with
point we
vid-
took over the game, didn't we? Had 200
Yeah.
views in a year.
Someone in Australia listened to it, which is a friend of mine. Someone in Canada, which is probably Will.
Yeah. Boz in Dubai.
Yeah. No, we global.
Yeah, we're global. I think we can safely say we're global. Well, Marcus.
Oh yeah,
Thailand.
Marcus. We are going to have Marcus on in a couple of weeks because
That went down like a storm. That was our best
fucking good,
episode,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I think
crypto's
we had 6 views for that one. So that was a
crypto's
real
gone
good
nuts,
one.
isn't it? And Thailand's a bit fucking backwards with the old lockdowns. So he's going to come on. That's Gammon. I'm Vozzy, if you don't know. Since the last one, a few things have happened. Lost a few people.
Lost a few people.
You lost your dad. I lost
You
my
lost your
nan.
nan.
All within a week of each other. So to Hills and
Yeah.
Steve.
And let's do the thank yous now then, like you said. So thank you to everybody who, like Emmett, fucking, what's he called? Byron, all of them lot for messaging out of the blue. Giving our best wishes and all that. It was lovely.
That was a nice touch. It was a
It's nice
touch.
hearing from people that you generally don't see very often. It's really nice. So thank you very much for that. Yeah.
And you're all right now, though, aren't you?
I'm alright now.
You're a bit of a. That's not going to work, is it?
That's not very professional.
No. Who's that?
I don't know, it's a number I don't recognise, is it?
You just put your hand over. There you go.
I'd like to see who it is. This is what we do. We're live, aren't we? So that might be Joe Rogan. So
Could be Joe Rogan. He's like
wishing it's better if this.
probably wishing us well.
Yeah,
Or someone like
probably
Joey
is.
Diaz or.
You won't get you're gonna have to open it right up. Your wrists are real chunky.
So we've got a technician now. It's called Steve. He probably won't be doing much in the way of fact finding because he can't spell. I don't think that's nasty. You just can't spell,
Just
can you?
horrifically dyslexic, but we don't discriminate here. We just take the piss out of him. So.
In the olden times,
Yeah.
he would have been known as a retard. But you don't say that these
He'd have been
days.
banned at the stake, wouldn't he?
No.
I
They
would
would have drowned him at Bath.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have banned him at the stake.
I'd have
Good
known.
time, Steve. So Steve's with us. He recently has left his wife. Say what you want about that. Steve's now meant to. That needs a bit of work, doesn't it?
No, it's good. That's fluent. Your dog's licking me under the table. That's a fuck right off Pepe.
So yeah,
away.
Steve's,
He's
just
done.
ignore him, mate. He won't. He's
Nah,
fucking
I
shit that won't flush
He's licking
away.
me toenail without the toenail. My toe without the toenail. That's
So yeah, Steve's getting divorced for the best.
So he's single, girls.
Yeah, Steve. He's
Yeah, he might not be a cup of tea, ginger, chubby, but he's good looking.
5'6".
5'5".
5'7".
5'5". You're not 5'7". I'm 5'7".
I'm 5%.
5'5".
Ginger, a bit chubby.
Good pecs though.
Really good pecs. Very good at going down on women, apparently.
Yeah.
So I've been told.
Likes popping ice cubes up
Fannies.
vaginas.
Yeah, he loves doing that.
So if you're into that, get on
if
him.
you like that.
Should we give him? Let's put his mobile number out there.
That's not
No, but just slide into our DMs on the Mamil and Squatch. We all
Yeah.
got access to it, so could
Like,
get through
he's
it.
like a young Jamie. If you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, he's like young Jamie,
But he can't spell.
but he can't spell, and he's
Not
very good on Google.
Hear me asking Siri a lot of questions. Don't panic.
So if you hear him in the background, it's because he can't write it in Google. He has to talk to it. He has to dictate. So,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Hey, life's evolved.
I've started.
Yeah, you've done well,
Technology
mate. You're a
is
Sparky now. It's incredible, and you're not dead yet.
Well, he's not
so.
Sparky, he's training.
Well, he's not
fucking
dead
job
yet.
done
But he's not dead yet.
Yeah, he doesn't work with live wiring.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
What's the
So
weather
for
coming
sure.
to?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I've started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, you need. I only found this out last night because
Well, that started.
Well, you need to start putting it on Instagram because I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything on Instagram.
Nah,
about
you sound
and
like Chris
jiu-jitsu.
Monday, actually.
Yeah, I would have thought you'd be like, every day posting at 5:30 in the morning, waking people up. But you haven't done that at all.
No, I wait till about 8 o'clock when the session's
Oh, dear.
finished.
All right. Yeah, I've had a few early mornings.
Big shout out to the 6 a.m. Death Squad.
Yeah.
You know who you are. So I think.
Suppose he's a bit of a face, so.
Oh, I'm massive, mate. Yeah.
Just huge in circumference.
I think I was annoying before just being a cyclist.
But with your second, with that muscle that nobody else can have.
The second calf muscle.
Maybe I'm going to get that. I might have to
Fucking hell, that's going to have to get another bottle soon.
That's what Steve said.
Yeah, I was annoying being a cyclist, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu people are a bit fucking annoying as well.
Well, you like vegans. You like telling everybody you do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. So.
I went through a phase of phoning you every Friday after I'd finished.
You
and
did?
telling you what submissions I got. I just get so many now. I don't bother.
Yeah, when I'm busy and that.
Big shout out to Big Ginger Neil, who finally submitted me.
Yeah, congratulations. I've seen a picture of him. He's basically looks like Steve, but
big.
4 foot taller. And slightly less.
He caught me on a
chunky,
weekday, but yeah, fair play to him. I moved house back to Plimpton, back to my roots.
Yeah. And give up a living room and a dining room, but
gained 2
big
showers.
tree, 100-foot tree.
Don't have a garage anymore, but I'm happy. I'm in a gated community with gates that don't work.
Lovely bifold doors.
Yeah.
It's a shame you can't. Should have done a walkthrough, really.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that as a
Maybe
special,
we'll do a special
episode.
Yeah, like a bi-weekly or something like that.
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, we do like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I think we do.
Which we're probably unprepared for this week. I've been busy.
You've always got a fucking. You've got to stop looking into the camera. It's not a fucking. It's not a Zoom meeting. It's fucking. You've got to look at me. That's the whole point of it. Anyway.
The thing is, I'm naked underneath the table. If any.
That's why Pepe's under there.
Yeah.
Trying to find.
Got peanut butter on the end of my balance.
Literally trying to find it.
A couple of funny conspiracies I've had lately. So you know the insulate Britain people?
Oh yeah. It's about loft space, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, did you see that they had blocked a road yesterday that had a van delivering insulation?
Yeah.
They couldn't get through.
That's incredible.
But apparently they're paid actors and actresses. So the conspiracy is that they are paid actors and actresses by Priti Patel, who I don't mind, by the way. She lost a bit of weight.
Have you you seen what she's been all these famous people back in the
Priti Patel has? The politician, who are you thinking of?
I've heard she's been knocking around with like famous English actors back in the day before she became a politician.
Isn't that Kate Beckinsale?
Well, she's not Indian, or whatever she is.
No. If Priti Patel lost a bit
Kate
of weight.
Beckinsale is Thingy off Porridge's daughter.
Dime Beast. Big fan of Kate Beckinsale.
Hey, Underworld films, some of the best out there.
Fuck me.
Steve will vouch for that.
On the air.
Great films.
Steve,
You'll
you
get
can't
it.
just sit there
We like
on
it.
fucking Tinder, mate.
I'm not on Tinder.
Alright?
Yeah.
Disgusting. Going
I've
back to
never
that.
seen him swipe right so many times in the space of 5 minutes.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
on tunnel with that at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, he was on Tinder the day after he left her. How long did you leave it?
Quite a few 4 or 5
Yeah,
minutes.
4 or 5 weeks, because he's a good man. Oh, I should have come. Right, come on.
Nah, anyway.
Again.
So yeah, I do like Priti Patel. She lost weight.
Always.
Nah, he is on Tinder though.
So what we yeah,
So
you like
she's-
Priti Patel, but you've
Yeah,
said that a lot.
so they've paid actors and actresses to glue themselves to the M25, just generally be cunts.
Glue themselves.
For anyone
do you glue yourself? to
Anyone
it?
that doesn't know, we swear a lot. We don't edit it out.
No.
We're going to try, but we won't. And the reason that they're paid actors and actresses is because she wants to put a bill through that will stop people from protesting, and they think
Got
that
to take people's rights away. Through,
Yeah, so the Insulate Britain people are so
fantastic.
fucking annoying.
they are annoying, but you should be able to say
You should
what
have a
want.
right to protest, but also just get a fucking job.
What I didn't understand as well, like when you're watching these videos and they drag one off to the side, and then they walk to the other side, what makes them think? What in their right minds made them think? Oh, they won't crawl back into their spot.
Oh, they do.
So you get 2 people, you drag them both off to the side, and then you drive through. It's not rocket science. I felt like that was a bit of a bullshit.
Also, what I can't understand
Get 6 of
is
you out of cars, drag the cunts off to the road, pin them,
Just
let
run them
everybody
over.
drive through.
just run one over. As soon as
You don't have to do that.
as soon as
One
you kill
person
one-
dragging somebody off to the side then walking over to the other side and allowing that person to walk back into the road is ridiculous.
Yeah, but it goes on the conspiracy theory, like you said. Like
I mean, now,
the first two.
have you told everybody you do jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you could have choked them out on the side,
I meant.
revived them, they could be coming too, and then you could take the other one off, choke that person, you could show off your skills.
I just think why London is so fucking patient.
Well,
Can you imagine doing that in Plymouth?
well, London's not patient. They don't even let you go up the escalator
but they
unless
won't
you
run
move
them
to the
over.
right.
Can you imagine if someone blocked the fucking embankment road?
God, stop looking at that.
You stop looking at it. Look
I
at
keep
me.
thinking I'm going to see my reflection.
No, you're not going to
but
see
no.
it. Only Steve.
Which is a shame because I'd quite like to see. Maybe that's something else we could have.
That'd be generally dangerous if you got to see yourself a lot.
Well, I could sort my hair out at the same time.
Still Man City 2, Man U 0.
That's it.
Great picture, by the way.
Yeah. So that's this conspiracy that she's going to pass a bill that will stop people from having the right to protest.
That won't happen.
I don't think it will happen. I think it's a bit of a
But
wide.
I think that's something. She's a cunt. That's the sort of thing would try to go down. But
Please, I'm partial to her. Not that I'm a right-wing voter. I'm just
you've
saying.
got a funny mouth.
Oh, I just like darker skinned women, mate.
Oh.
Have you seen that Liver King bloke? I was going to talk to you about that. Have you seen Liver King?
No.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, we've had this conversation. So there's a lot of controversy around him. So he's supposed to live a ancestral lifestyle.
Yeah.
But he's got kettlebells, which they didn't have as they were cavemen.
Absolutely
He's
juiced
got-
up. Hang on, let me get him up.
Yeah, they
Steve-
didn't have testosterone replacement therapy and the rest. He's got like ropes in a barn. I'm pretty sure all they had was caves, and they probably didn't even know how to work fire back then.
This is Liver King. Does that come up on the screen? All right.
Looks like me
So,
and Boz, basically.
all
When
he
I
eats-
Oh, no, I've seen him.
He
Yeah.
eats.
Talks
He
about
Great beard.
liver oil and things like
So
that.
he eats
Eats
raw
everything
liver.
raw.
Yeah.
Eats everything. He eats raw bone marrow.
He's probably got a tapeworm. He just don't know it. That's how he stays so thin.
How can he say that he's natural? He claims that he's natural.
It's absolute bullshit.
But if you, his Insta bio.
Unless he's that 1%, like he's one of those outliers that have got like
No, so he's-
incredible.
No, he is called Liver King. So
Let me just jump on to something else about this. So that Mark Bell's podcast.
yeah,
Do you know that Nizang, or what he's called, the black guy that trains, that does the podcast with him?
is he quite a big? He's
Jacked.
strong.
He is 100% natural. And Andrew Huberman, who's an endocrinologist,
Is that the guy that was on Rogan that
Yeah.
said take the
did his
Tonganagi and stuff?
testosterone levels, and he is only, so like in the degrees of natural. So
Stop looking at the camera.
no, I'm looking at my hands.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm just cross-eyed because I haven't got my glasses on. So if you're a natural guy, but you had moderate to high testosterone, you'd be in the 1,500 mark. He's 1,400.
So he's
Not on testosterone because he'd be in the like 2,000 to 2,500 mark. So he is absolutely natural. And like Mark Bell said, he is juicing the fuck out of himself, and he doesn't look anywhere near as good as him. So what this Andrew Huberman said is basically
Genetics, it comes down to.
genetics, and what it is free testosterone. So you've got like your testosterone, but you've got hemoglobin. So basically, it's your body holds on to testosterone; it doesn't allow it to release.
Yeah.
His is completely free, and which gives him that higher thing. And also, they reckon a lot of the NFL players, Africans have it, Nigerians.
You cannot say anything about the NFL players. They're fucking drug cheats.
No, but majority of them are. But what he's trying to make the point of is, if he went onto steroids,
I'd be fucking.
his testosterone would be so high that he'd probably have little to no gains, and it would actually make him feel depressed because he'd be like overreaching.
Right. Well,
He said actually, if you have too much testosterone,
Yeah.
like, so we did it. We did testosterone. We felt great. We did very, very low levels. We did like HRT to
TRT, not fucking.
Well, hormone replacement therapy, same thing.
Right, yeah.
So, and
Until
we
you
felt-
put my
and we felt-
readings on that fucking Facebook page, and everyone hated Gavin.
more than Ronnie Coleman. but yeah, he felt you can feel great, which we did,
Yeah.
but you can actually go past that and feel depressed.
Yeah, we can
And-
take too much. You
yeah.
see some of these guys. I remember when I was at Devonshire, and some lad was like fucking banging in 500 mil a week. No, what? No, let me get this right. So it's, say it was like 250 mil per mil.
Yeah.
And he was doing like 4 mil.
Per
1,000
nanolitre it
Yeah,
is.
so
Yeah.
doing 1,000 mil of test a week. Then he was doing, I think like Trembolone as well.
Well, Mark Bell did 200 mil a day
What test?
of test as an experiment
Fuck it, so
for 2 weeks, and he said it made zero to little difference.
yeah, because he's got to take a couple of weeks to get into your system anyway.
But not if you're already on it,
but you've got.
because
Yeah, but it's still going to take him a while.
So
for your
his
testosterone levels to-
his normal is 200 mil a week. He went straight into
on TRT.
on testosterone.
It's 200 mil a week TRT though, isn't it?
Well,
Is it?
you can microdose. This is the other
Is
argument.
he
Anyway,
doing 200 mil once a week, or is he doing?
he was doing
30 mil.
200 mil. Split into 2
Really gone off topic
injections.
here,
Twice
haven't
a
we,
week.
but-
This is more interesting than fucking insulin.
Insulin brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive.
But anyway, so he went and then he did the same with Trembolone. And he said, again, he had very little.
Yeah,
You got to remember he's been on it for years. So
2 weeks is not a long time to get it. Anyway,
Yeah.
Liver King, have a look at
Maybe
him.
we'll use the podcast as an experiment.
Yeah, I was going to do some testing in the year because me and the Pussy Patrol are off to the Pyrenees.
Yeah, which your legs would fill up with blood though.
No, it gives you. It's what Lance Armstrong. Well, I know he
He didn't use test. He used
test. He used.
He uses small amounts of test and used that other stuff that was like an endurance thing, didn't
He
he?
used.
Give you better stamina.
What's it fucking called?
I actually remember what it was on.
He was on
This is
some
where
weird.
you should Google it, mate.
Yeah.
This is what you're. Don't just sit there. You should be. If this was Joe Rogan, Jamie would have gone. Yeah, he got caught with this, this, and this.
Just so you guys know, we're drinking wine. I've had a few Guinness.
We always drink
I've
wine,
just
haven't
won down the meat raffle. I don't know if you know.
We always drink
You've
wine.
heard, you've seen, you know. This fucker's on raspberry copper bags.
Yeah.
That's right. He's single.
Campers.
Well, yeah.
It's coming up to Christmas. You've got to be as campers.
I'm surprised you're not drinking pineapple juice. Make his cum taste better.
Well, allegedly, that is a thing.
Well, we know. It's Tony Steer.
Well, I never sucked his dick, did you?
Yeah, some
That Liver King, though, I mean, I see Sean Malone started eating a bit of raw liver.
yeah.
I can't imagine it's going to have that much effect on you.
I like liver.
I love liver. Liver
But
and
I can
onions,
eat it
mate.
raw.
Liver and onions, nice.
I could probably
Fucking- and
bite a
sausage.
little bit
Liver,
off, get it down there.
Onions, sausage, mash. Oh,
Bit of flour. Douse them with a bit of
yeah, you
flour.
got
fry 'em
seasoned
off.
fat. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, we got it.
Tiny bit of pink in the middle.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to overcook it. It's like
Duck
leather,
on
isn't it?
orange, mate. Lovely. What did he get? What did he get pinged for? All the cyclists, they got pinged for one drug, wasn't it? And it was
Was
Was it equipoise?
EPO, human
Oh, that's
EPO.
it. EPO.
EPO.
It gives you oxygen in your
it
blood.
oxygenates your blood.
Yeah,
I've been
so
trying to
was
get.
it
I've been
testosterone?
trying to get it for
Oh,
years.
I was right, yeah.
But last time I took tests, that was fucking
EPO,
brilliant.
human
I
growth
mean,
hormone, and I can't even.
I don't want to use names
Deep,
because yes, Steve.
deep breath.
Hang on, I've just taken over. Again, I don't know if he's dyslexic. So he's EPO, human growth hormone, and diuretics. That's the word he didn't know. Diuretics. And he as well, he didn't know, but
I know.
it's H.
Stop looking at the camera. Look at me.
Stop going off topic. You only wanted diuretics.
No, I mean, listen. Going back, I know someone that I cycle with that's similar build to me. That's not Nathan. That started. Wow, they're taking TRT. Well, they might have done a cycle. They've been on the testosterone.
But anyway,
They're
yeah.
doing a bit of testing
How old
now
are they?
in their 40s.
Which is fine.
Yeah, and they're flying at the minute, faster than me. Smashing it.
Apart from downhill.
No, he's fucking beating everyone everywhere
Is
at
he?
the minute.
Is he
Yeah,
heavier than you?
about the same weight.
Same
About the same
What's
weight.
that, 17, 16, 17?
100 kilos, whatever that is. I don't know.
15
Only
now,
that's not 15, it's 16, I think. 100 kilos.
Heavy, isn't it?
The guy I do Brazilian
Unhealthy,
Jiu-Jitsu
probably
with,
unhealthy.
Neil, I don't know if I mentioned that, he's 137 kilos.
Yeah, he's a big
And I fucking
motherfucker.
beat him
Yeah.
in the in-house tournament.
Thank
I
God,
armbarred
yeah,
that
yeah.
motherfucker. Do you know what though? He's not just big, he's quite strong. You've got that.
Yeah.
You remember like Rhys Adams from rugby? Just he's a big,
Yeah.
angry.
Is he simple?
Neil? No, he's quite good. His banter is quite.
Brilliant.
he's
Yeah,
got-
he looks like he go, hi guys! And then he would like rag him about and that.
I normally rag it.
Like what's the Goonies?
Yeah, no,
Like,
he's quite with
give him a
it.
chocolate bar when you walk in.
No, he's quite with it, old Neil. He's alright.
Does he? Maybe if I walked in,
I think
Be like,
he just.
be like me.
No.
Those comments.
No, I'll be like Chunks, and he just pick me up, and he go, oh no, stop,
No,
Chunks.
strangely, for such a big lad, he's got quite a high pitched voice.
Yeah, I'd probably
Maybe.
submit him.
I do
Just
normally.
on-
Yesterday,
I'll probably-
he just fucking proper caught me off guard. He laid on me, and I nearly attacked from that.
See, what I don't
So
understand about
hungover.
jiu-jitsu is that this is where it's shit, really.
It's not
At
shit.
your
Don't
level.
ever say
No,
that.
it's
Oh, shit, my
fantastic. I
level.
wish I'd love to do it. I haven't got the time because I actually
Or
work.
the dick.
I actually work for a living, but
No, you don't, Cameron. You
I couldn't do what you do. Like
You couldn't get up at 6 a.m. when you're working.
Well, I get up at 6 a.m. But I
But I actually
bike.
get up at 20 past.
But I couldn't go and roll
You
with
couldn't go
sweaty
fight
man.
with someone.
I couldn't roll with sweaty man. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get across is,
next.
in a competition, you would again, like you do against Neil. So it's a fair competition. Like you're never gonna roll with me.
Not in competition,
Because
but
you're
in
like
class.
what are you, 6 stone heavier than me? But I'm more.
You're not fucking 10 stone, you cunt.
No, I'm like.
You're 14, 15 stone.
I'm
You're the
fighting
biggest
stone
you've ever
9.
been.
I'm fighting stone 9.
I've never seen you so big. If your hair wasn't
Yeah, it's
so good,
crazy.
you'd look
Fighting stone 9. Yeah, if I
You're giving away 2.5 stone.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. So I'm.
Yeah, but think about Packer, who has to. He's like 65
Yeah, but that's not-
kilos.
yeah, but that's
Dino,
not
one of the
fair. That's
purple
what I'm
belts.
saying. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
not-
what jiu-jitsu's about because
No,
I'll
it
go
never-
against like a
it's
pal.
not in the higher leagues. It's
Of
not.
course it is.
No.
So when you
No.
go in a competition,
I've watched it.
Yeah, but
no, I've watched
right,
it.
so
It's all weight.
I've done it. I've won the
Oh, sorry, yeah.
competition. Over 80 kilos.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I didn't realise you went to a Plymouth club and all of a sudden you're a fucking professional.
I'm not sponsored
listen,
yet. I've
Listen,
only got
I'm
one
not
strike.
disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is it should be matched by weight.
It is. So what you do is in a competition you're matched by weight and belt.
Yeah.
So all the white belts of like 95 kilos or over.
That's it.
Will go
You've
against.
got like a
And
certain
then,
amount of.
but what happens is then you go in the what they call the absolute, where all the winners of every weight category go in and
Which
fight
makes
each other
sense,
for the
that's
absolute. So Ricky, who I always put on in my
Who's
Instagram,
incredible, yeah.
fucking joke, British champion, just off to the World Championships.
Oh, it's on your Instagram. I'll have to have a look. Yeah.
I'll put it on there. Yeah, you sound like Chris Monday, mate. It's quite annoying, but
Oh, I haven't even spoken to him. That would be incredible.
so what he normally does, which is impressive. So he's 80 kilos. He generally wins the absolute. So every weight category of purple belt, like masters, he wins the whole thing.
Yeah, no matter how heavy they are.
Yeah, and that's
'cause
you
he's good.
get like a WWE belt. Fucking cool that.
Keep it on your shoulder.
He's got 2 of them in the gym.
Yeah,
I'd
I've heard he's a good.
He's a really
badass,
nice
yeah.
guy as well.
When you
Face
get
like a donkey.
when you get good, it
That's
comes
what he
re-
said.
Yeah, it
Bozzy
gets-
said he's got a face like a
get-
donkey, but he's unbelievable.
Oh, he's
at
ugly.
jiu-jitsu.
He's ugly. He's got no neck. Never
Definitely,
sweats.
it all comes down to more.
Is that
skill
through
than
bridging
weight.
and stuff, or is that just
I
through?
think it's just genetics, mate. He's a bit of a bitch.
You'd probably be good at jiu-jitsu, apart from your legs are very, very short, like a chimpanzee.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, mate,
Your knee to shin.
Steve
your,
could be
your
good,
knee
but-
to foot ratio is
But I
tight.
don't think Steve's got the
No,
dick.
because you are built really weird, but you're very strong.
Very in proportion, thank you.
No, you're very
Hell of a
no. You're very strong.
You're a fucking
But you're
waste
built
of
like
good-
a chimp.
I'll be honest
Waste of
with
good
you, you're a
genetics.
waste of good genetics.
You are.
You're a fucking waste.
Oh, but that, don't get me
Look
wrong.
at
You've
the
never-
thickness of your wrists. You got mong strength.
He has got mum strength.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
you got downy strength.
Yeah.
No,
It's my special ability.
Like Neil. Neil's not.
Yeah. But he's not, is he?
He got like big wrists. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not just 21.5 stone. He's quite strong as well.
Incredibly strong, struggles to hold a conversation, can't spell, but
He's fantastic.
fantastic lover.
He's really good. at
Got a
going
real
down
thing
on
about
women.
ice cubes.
Yeah. Was it her that liked ice cubes or you?
No, this was.
This was the one before.
I'm not saying it's
No, your friend, the one with the big mouth.
Yeah, no, I can't
What's she
say her
called?
name.
What's she called?
I can't say her name, can you?
She can.
Why don't she listens?
Well,
Her husband
Hey,
would be
man,
like,
to me, I'll fucking say it.
married. Was Jay's. Anyway, do you know what another funny, what are they called? Conspiracy theory that I come across the other day? So you believe in the lizard people.
Yeah,
For those of you who don't know, they are a race of lizards
It's
that live amongst
I
us.
don't
They're
believe
like-
in it, it's just a fact of
It's
life.
just- there's lizards that live amongst us that are like politicians, Secret Service, and apparently the reason that the Earth's temperature is
Prince Charles.
yeah, maybe we don't need to name them the Queen. The reason that the Earth's temperature is increasing is because the lizards need it to be warmer,
Yeah,
and because they're all world leaders, they're not worried about the Earth's core temperature. So it's going to rise to 1.5 degrees. They want it to be 3 degrees because they're lizards. I mean, I don't
And
believe
you'll
it
be alright,
myself.
because this house is so hot,
I'm sweating.
You're-
So hot, mate.
Like, you could lock yourself in here, condition yourself for a month.
Mate, if
You
insulate
can fucking
Britain
have
think
it.
there's a problem,
Usually people walk around with the lizards.
come and
mate.
live in here. Come and live in here, and you're like, fuck, it's too
It's a
hot.
nice temperature today, actually.
Too hot sometimes, isn't it?
Last night, bearing in mind it was like 4 degrees outside, it was fucking ridiculous.
So
in here.
Is that
hot.
what they're supposed to look like now, isn't it?
It's supposed to be a lot more like that, Steve.
Yeah, but Steve,
I'll
this is
see.
where your editing's got to get a
We
lot
will
better.
get there better that way. So the lizard.
Everyone knows what a fucking lizard looks like.
No, they don't. Well, they don't look like lizards. Not
They
the same.
don't look like that. No one knows what they look like. Because like Joe Biden, the Queen, they're all lizards. You haven't
But I've
them
seen
in
their
a
eyes.
grab 'em.
But I've seen their
You
eyes.
believe the earth's hollow.
Well, that's been proven.
Here's an
anyway.
interesting one then.
From space, you can see
It's
a massive
not,
hole in the Antarctic. So
It's not a crazy conspiracy.
have you not seen that?
No.
There's a photograph from space of the Antarctic, and there's a fucking great big hole in the earth.
Do you want to just explain to our new listeners? Because we're going to get new listeners.
Yeah.
Right, so the hollow earth theory is where the South Pole is got a hole in it and it leads to a hollow earth society.
So it's just basically like a civilization below our Earth's surface. It's just.
I can't Google it
Well,
because it's not true. So
it's a ball, mate, so it's to the fucking centre, isn't it? I don't know.
That's that I understand, but
I'll tell you what, I've got a laser tape measure. No, if I could
do
get
need
there,
that back.
I'll tell you what, that's something you could do in your spare time. Get a pilot's license, fly me there.
Well, you can't get there to the South Pole, but so there is a
not allowed to fly
civilization
over it.
of lizards and
How good we could do a live episode. You could get a
that'd be
fake.
fucking
Imagine
unbelievable.
if Jets just come and say, turn back. Who is this? You're like, this is fucking
Mamil and Squatch, bitch!
podcast, motherfucker. Get back.
Plimpton's highest ranking podcast. Easy, probably Plymouth's. Probably
It's
bigger
nice
than
to say Plimpton as well now, because when you were in
Derriford,
when you were in
everyone
Southway,
lies.
it was fucking rough.
Derriford.
And you having a batten up like at night. You'd have to batten up
Steve,
the
you're going to have to
hatches.
go and open another bottle of wine, mate. All right?
Sorry, Steve.
Do you want to maybe, I don't know,
So,
bust
so
us up a burger or
and
something?
the thing is, this is going to become a thing. So don't feel like he's our slave, because
No.
we're not into slavery.
No.
But
We
he's
don't
here
pay
for a
him.
reason.
We don't, yeah, we're
He's here for a
getting,
reason.
we're getting him back on track. So, you know Alec Baldwin shot someone dead on set?
With a prop gun.
Well, it wasn't a prop.
It was a
Right.
prop gun.
No, it wasn't.
So somebody had put a live round in it. But I
thought-
don't
no, it's
understand how a
normal
flare gun.
No, it's a normal gun. This is what they're saying. Steve, for fuck's sake. So you know it was a normal gun, don't you? Because the Rock's come out. Because what I can understand, the Rock's come out and gone. My production company won't use real guns anymore. Well, why the fuck would you use real guns anyway? Who's at my front door?
Sean.
Is it Sean? Can you just double check, Steve?
Yeah.
Is it Sean? Dad, let's go downstairs. We don't want to see it. So they were. So the Rock has come out and said, we will not use real guns on set anymore. Why would you use real guns?
Why would
Surely.
you not use starting pistols?
Well, why?
They
Surely.
don't look real.
Mate.
That's all about.
Who gives a
No, when CGI?
Yeah.
It costs money with CGI. That's all it comes
Fuck off, the Rock's worth like $200 million. You can't tell me you can't fucking use CGI.
Alright, no. Let's put it this way then. When it comes
Turn your fucking phone off. Get it on silent.
When it comes
Hello,
down to
mate. Sorry.
conspiracy theories,
I'll ring you back in a
No,
minute.
I didn't ask
We're
for a
live
top
on a podcast and you've just rang
You
in.
didn't ask for a top
Is there anything you want to add to the podcast?
I was wondering where my wallet was.
Your wallet is in the car, mate.
Clayton,
Your wallet's on the passenger side.
give me a. Oh
Love you. That's gone live. Love you.
yeah. You got
It's on the passenger
I know,
side of
he's
the
your,
car.
I know he's your son, mate. He's got to go.
Right, love you. I'll
He's
get
got-
your mum to ring you. Love
got-
you.
got to
Sorry
go,
about
mate.
that, guys.
So Alec Baldwin shot the producer with a real gun with live ammo in it.
Yes.
I know people have said it wasn't live ammo; it was a fake bullet. It was a genuine.
a prop gun is still pretty
It's not
much
a prop
real
gun; it's a
I
real
know, I'm just
fucking
saying,
gun.
but
Is this your
prop-
podcast, mate?
Well, I'm
You're
coming
meant
up
to
with facts. It's
Feels like it is, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
fucking
still a
amazing.
real gun.
Listen, right?
He's done a lot. Can we? I'll tell you what. It's probably a perfect time
Stop
to
looking at the
explain.
camera.
Probably just you can't see what he can see, so don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah,
Just
so I
can we
go-
just explain how much work Steve's done?
Yeah,
'Cause
shall I do a little video on our Instagram in a minute?
you pause that.
No, you can't pause it.
Because I need a wee already.
No, well, you're going to have to wait.
No,
so
I
that
can't.
is Steve. Single, ready to mingle, lick your pussy. There's Big Gammon, lovely.
Big
and there's
G.
our Boo. There's the gender neutral cow. And yeah, that's our setup.
Why
That's
didn't you
all
do
it
your
is.
hair before you came out?
Right, anyway.
You fucking love it.
He's alright.
So I'm gonna get up and go. This is gonna become a thing because I'm gonna have to go to the toilet because I'm nearly 40.
You can't.
I've got the bladder of a 50-year-old. So just
I'll
fucking
talk to him.
through.
Right, so it was.
This is natural. This is what we do.
It was a real gun with real ammo. Lee, come on, mate. Time is money. We got to get to the London for 3 o'clock. We've got half an hour.
Yeah, so what I was saying is the prop guns classed as real guns because all it is.
No, it was a real gun with real ammo. Someone would put real ammo in it, right?
Yeah.
While dickhead's out of the room, I'll explain to you what the conspiracy theory is. The conspiracy theory is that the producer was part of this. There were people that have undercovered the Hollywood paedophile ring,
Massively, yeah.
right? Which exists. I don't want to say too much because
On the list,
obviously I'll be on the list. But so Anthony Bourdain, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington were all people that killed themselves, but were part of the team that were undercover in the paedophile ring. She was part of the team that was producing a film on it, so that the fake ammo was replaced with live ammo, and that's where she was
accidental.
Yeah,
but
'cause
on
it's-
purpose type of
so-
situation. I do generally believe this because I believe she generally was on the verge of unhinging quite a lot of.
I think it's
people's names.
obvious. There's a whole, like whether you believe that they're drinking adrenalised blood or not, I don't know. But
Yeah, who knows about that one? But it literally has come down to this Hollywood themed little circuit at the moment is a big thing, and it generally is real.
I do jiu-jitsu, mate. That doesn't frighten me.
Jokes are right out there.
So yeah, that's what they reckon. So that me and Steve have covered it. We don't need you anymore. Have you got any funny conspiracies that you've heard since the last episode that doesn't involve? Can you put your phone on fucking silent?
This is watch.
It's not Mr. Watch,
Put your
mate.
fucking phone
I'm
on.
not used to
Watch
wearing
on
it.
silent.
I'm not used to wearing it. I'm
Flick up.
very popular at the moment.
It's your son, mate, or your wife.
It's our group.
Doesn't
You're
mean
right,
it's
it's my
what.
wife.
Anyway,
Yeah, I've got a conspiracy that
go on.
it's about jiu-jitsu, but don't worry about it. I can't remember.
Have you not got a conspiracy?
Yeah, it's something like I don't know what it was. You was just going to get beaten up, so you started jiu-jitsu. But anyway, let's just
Alright.
crack on anyway.
All right.
Time's money.
We've got half an hour. Since the last podcast, what's happened with COVID?
COVID. Oh, there's loads.
Right.
Or what happened? What hadn't happened?
Yeah.
Well, we've all had the vaccine. We're no further forward.
No.
Well, we are. So let me say, my son's had it.
COVID.
3 laterals and a PCR, all positive. I did everything in my power to catch it because I wanted 10 days off of work. Ate with his knife and fork, cuddled him daily, much to his, he didn't like that at
Did
all.
you use the same pube trimmer?
What we always do anyway.
Yeah, he uses,
that's what
he
you
uses
do.
it on his face and
Used the same towel, shower together, everything I could do,
And you couldn't catch it?
and I couldn't catch it. Sean didn't catch it. Clayton didn't catch it. He didn't have any symptoms. In fact, his Call of Duty game went up.
That's good news, off school.
Yeah, so I'm not calling bullshit on it, but
See,
I'm calling bullshit
it's
on it a
weird.
little
Look, I have already mentioned this, but I do jiu-jitsu.
not even the stipples,
And
which makes me think.
what I can't understand is 3 times a week I go jiu-jitsu. And
really?
I'm this close
I've
to
heard
people.
it.
No, it's free.
Right.
Do a Monday night with Ian, who's the professor. He's a black belt. Legit. as
So you
fuck.
told everybody where you go?
No, check him
Oh,
out.
have you said about Neil?
I said about him.
Oh, you said that.
Really
Ricky?
good guy.
No, you said that.
So yeah, Ian's the black. So it's Ian and Amy. They're the 2 black belts. Ian's super.
Amy,
She's his wife or ex-wife.
she's
I'm
good
not
at
sure
that.
it
She
was.
can probably submit you.
She has done. Yeah, she's a black belt. That's the thing about jiu-jitsu. It doesn't matter what weight you are. If you're good, you'll fucking submit someone.
Well, I thought you had to be, like
No, but how have I not caught COVID from like just fucking cuddling?
Well,
Basically,
if they had it, if any of them had it.
someone must have had it. Fuck off, Pepe.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I think
it's getting on my tits now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not having the booster. I'm going to put it out there. You can fucking giving them Mamil and Squatch email because it gave me fucking.
I'm not having it. Amy said to me earlier on, she went,
I'm not having it.
You can have the
I'm
booster.
fed
I
up.
was
I
like,
don't
why
need
do I
it.
need the booster?
I've had lots of little pricks in me over the years.
So's
and
your missus.
I can't take it. I can't take it. I was going to drop a joke there and you jumped on it. You fucking absolute. What are you having? I'm not seeing. Fucking nugget. By the way, he's got AIDS, so
Oh, lovely.
It's not even funny, Lee.
no, I've probably
Anyway.
got hepatitis though because I had a shit tattoo down
But
my
there's a video that Steve will put on our Instagram. Make a note of this. You need like a fucking notepad, yeah.
Got no, come on.
So, of a woman.
I'm
that-
gonna make him go speak into it.
No,
There was a video that I shared you boys, and I said we should talk about it. It was of a woman on a plane, and she wouldn't sit next to a bloke because he hadn't had the vaccine.
Yeah, I heard
even though
that.
she had to wear. Well, you saw it because I fucking sent
Yeah,
it to you.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
hear
yeah,
about it,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you saw it,
No,
right?
I didn't watch it.
And like you are going to get that though, aren't you?
Of course you are.
You're going to get people that are like, well, if you haven't got the. I couldn't give a fuck if you got a vaccine. It makes me. The only reason I got the vaccine.
So we could go on holiday.
So I could go on holiday. Yeah, we did.
We did.
But you forgot to fucking
Yeah, I forgot to do
confirm your
that.
identification and you got left at the airport for 6 hours.
10 hours later, I got to Ibiza, but
It was nice for, your kids, called
guys,
your dad for a
what
couple
was
of hours.
what was lovely was seeing videos of you
with your kids and your
with
wife
shit-faced with my wife and your wife,
and your
and
kids.
then telling me what an incredible time my kids are having while I'm stuck in fucking
Well, you
the
bought-
Hilton drinking flat white, shitting so much because I had so much black coffee.
You actually brought the vibe down when you turned up. I can't. There's nothing I can say about that.
I was stressed. I don't know what you expected from me.
Oh, shit faced.
You were shit-faced. You turned up. You actually rang me and said, I'm waiting outside. But you'd gone all the way back to your thing, forgot, because you were that shit-faced. And then I had to ring you to remind you that I was here.
Stop
for you
looking
to
at the
come back.
camera. Look at me.
He's fine. He's
It doesn't look that bad, does it?
doesn't look
What the
that bad.
fuck? You're not even looking at what he's looking.
Now,
So
what
don't-
about your fucking
let's
chins? What about your chins?
The beard covers most. The beard covers most of it. Don't worry.
I've trimmed me.
But people will get a
You
bit.
found
And
it. You don't grow it.
well, dude, that's fucking
We don't.
King's Bar. But we do need some sponsors. We used to get sponsors. Do you reckon Smith ever got his dick sucked? Not by me.
Oh, we were supposed to open on that.
Well, we were
fuck,
going to
right up there.
So every episode previously, we'd plug Kelly, whatever business Kelly's doing. She does fragrances now. She was doing like wax melts back
Just
then.
whatever she was. I think she's a mechanic now. But anyway,
So we'd plug
Did you need a
it.
mechanic?
We'd plug it and say if we plug your business, you got to suck Smith's dick. She never did. I nearly sucked his dick again.
no,
I
I was thinking this the other day, driving down Truro. It's a long drive. And I do think about Smith's dick. And I was thinking, maybe he doesn't want his dick sucked. Have you ever thought
It's
that?
a
So maybe it's
possibility.
not, maybe she's dribbling at night, like, she's like, there.
depends what
and
sort of
it's-
animal you are.
So he's got his cock out and she's like wanging him off and she's drooling. And maybe he's thinking,
She's
maybe,
after a
maybe
kiss.
he's going, no.
What do you reckon? Kel's like one of those that like gets all the dribble coming out like before he's even come. Like,
Maybe
Like-
she's looking at him going, stick it up my nose, big boy, or something.
and maybe he doesn't want to kiss her
I don't
after
watch
that. I mean, anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, so-
I'm very popular.
And then Packers Misses was a sponsor for a while.
Who's Pack's business?
They did the bad box. They gave us a box, didn't they?
I thought that was
the dog
Pidge's Misses and
Pigeons
Packers Misses are
Misses.
sisters.
Oh, I've never seen Pack's
Yeah.
Misses. Right,
So
sorry.
I don't know if they swap Misses
That's
at
not mine,
all,
am I?
but I don't want to start that rumour. But anyway,
Yeah, that was good.
it was good. So we need some new sponsors. If anyone wants to
What I'd
send
like to
us
say
stuff-
about sponsors, I don't actually see much of it because obviously it gets delivered to Ozzy's house and he's greedy cunt and I don't
you know,
generally. He shows me on the night of the podcast and then I walk away and honestly. So if you'd like to send it to my house, it's 10 Hampden Heights, Plimpton, Plymouth, PL7
Really put
2
that online.
E.
yeah, people are going to fucking egg the shit out of you. I'm going to come and egg your house
Fucking,
now.
you can send dildos. You can send fucking dildos somewhere. I'll tell you what I am into a good
Actually, it
cock
was
ring.
a plea from
You want to
Charlie.
send a cock ring to my house?
But it's
My dog's-
useless, doesn't it? Just go
He's
around.
licking my fucking
Yeah, it's
fur.
fucking horrible, mate. If he comes round here, he's getting booted.
Oh, it's
I
awful.
don't give a fuck.
He's
How
such a
big he
nice
is.
little dog, though.
If you're a dunk under the table, it's because I've kicked him like Tom Brady.
Come on, Peps. Okay. Yeah, COVID.
People are going to keep reversing that now to get that because they're going to be like, he's the
But we
real-
just need some sponsors.
he's the
like-
real face of the podcast.
We
Let's
just
send
want.
some shit to him.
We like food. We like booze. We like drugs.
Get masked a lot.
Like if you're a drug dealer and you've got like test E, test C, send it across.
Yeah.
We'll plug you.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you
Any
what,
equipoise.
Yeah.
anything for weight
Oh,
loss for
ephedrine.
you
If
boys.
anyone's got any
Yeah, so
ephedrine,
for Steve, if any
Ephedrine.
weight loss, ephedrine will be all over the podcast. We'll just take it for fun.
best drug.
We'll do it on the podcast.
Best drug you can take for anything.
Send us some mushrooms. We'll do it one night on a podcast.
We'll do the
I'll have
mushrooms on
Sean
a
stood by the
podcast,
side of
yeah.
me in case I could go weird and try jumping off the balcony.
Another little conspiracy that I saw in the week. This was given to me actually by Mark Davenport, a long-time subscriber to the channel. He said that he thinks the Queen is faking her illness to distract from Andrew being a nonce. Which
Is she ill?
well, she was in hospital. She's had to cancel public appointments due to the.
I think that time she was in hospital because it worries me that she's that old.
You just said she's a fucking lizard. Did lizards go in hospital?
Exactly, which adds to your fucking point that she's not actually ill.
No, but because he's a nonce, you shouldn't fart that microphone.
I didn't fart.
You did, mate. There's no frogs in here, mate. It's too hot.
That mic picks up everything.
Well, if you hadn't said anything, they might have just thought it was a cushion. Now I look stupid, but
23 degrees in here.
it's red hot, mate.
Fucking
It's
roasting.
gonna be it's hotter
Anyway,
in here than
so-
it is going to be in Tenerife for my 40th.
Where the fuck are you going? Don't.
Steve, next time can you worry about if you're going to walk in front of the camera because nobody wants to see your fucking shit boxer shorts and your massive thighs.
What boxer shorts are you wearing, Steve? What? Let me see them. What are they?
No, just pull your belly up.
Are they
so I
not
can
brown?
see the label. So I can
Are
see
they
the...
They're not brown.
I still think so.
Steve wears Matalan girls.
I do. I wear George. Who the fuck wears expensive boxer shorts? I've seen £17 a
You're
pair.
gonna kill yourself.
I'll tear through them on a good day with farts.
Anyway, so
On point.
so Andrew is a nonce, obviously.
Massively.
He's probably the nonciest of all the nonces.
Probably not the nonciest. I
Bill
think
Cosby, he's probably up there.
Jimmy Savile was worse.
Jimmy Savile's probably the king.
Yeah, it's like the king of the nonces.
Yeah. What we need is a Batman. And Steve will be into this. Like a nighttime Avenger. Like
Oh,
a
mate, yeah. Self-appointed vigilante.
a
Superhero.
vigilante. Just
Man,
go
they
out,
don't
kill the
exist.
fucking nonces.
Have you seen that
I'll
bloke-
I'll dress Steve up. I'd have to find an extra
You
live
get
Batman.
fucking
suit.
chinned. It's like that
Steve's
bloke
not
that
going to
went
get chinned. I'll give him a bat. What do they call him? The fucking throwing stars.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, you get someone like me who does
Batarang.
jiu-jitsu,
Batarang. Give him a Batarang. Give him a
That's it.
utility belt. The grappling gun might not hold 150 kilograms, but
I'm not even.
he'd get halfway up the building. He'd have to like swing himself away from the building to get into like a balcony or something.
Not even.
Listen,
under
superheroes like there was a bloke, wasn't it, that dressed up as Batman.
Yeah, he got killed.
He got chinned.
Yeah. But that ain't going to be Steve.
No, he got killed by cancer. The guy that was.
Imagine if somebody knew jiu-jitsu and we could dress them up as Batman.
Watch this, man.
Some
What's this?
white belt.
Just choking out.
Cobra
I've
Kai.
got a stripe.
Cobra Kai.
I've got a stripe, by the way.
I
Not
know
just
you
a
have.
white
Oh,
belt.
sorry. No, do you know what? Actually, fair play to you because I'm taking the piss out of you, but
You can.
I
mate.
could do better. But I just can't be bothered.
do better.
No, but I just can't be
Um,
bothered. Mate. It's too much.
Since
I've got work to do.
since our last podcast, I was going to do an OnlyFans account, and
That's true, yeah.
I haven't got the
Remember
dick
this.
for it.
No, well, I've been doing it, but I've been under the cloak of I've been calling myself Night Star, and I've been wanking off, and I'm basically a millionaire now.
Let's have a look, shall we?
I bet there's somebody called Night Star as well.
Pepe,
What are you doing? We're doing a
No.
podcast.
stop it.
No.
It's enough.
Okay. Really?
So, but my
Yeah,
point
there's
being,
money in it. There's money in
It's
it, mate.
fucking. It's gone off since then, isn't it? So did
That's
you
something
see
you
the
should be
new?
doing, Steve. You got a right coke can of it. Oh, that's another thing, guys. You got a fucking
Lovely dick.
penis like our Mike. Short and hairy and fat.
Do you shave? Do you manscape?
Manscaped, we've got a manscape.
Got it.
Loves an ice cube.
2021. If you don't manscape, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I
You
don't
can't-
use a Manscaped
you
because I
ain't-
paid £100 for my son to have a Manscaped because I can't afford it now myself.
Can you imagine? Like, you can't expect a woman to have a freshly prepared vagina for you to go and eat for 30 minutes.
They
If
can
you're
be
not
freshly
to-
prepared and still. I know a few people that have stepped up to. We're not
Anyway.
going to say names.
Anyway, let's just fucking move
let's
on.
just keep going, eh?
So this Hollyoaks actress.
That's something we could probably edit, but we're not because we're going live. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, we don't edit.
Let's keep going.
So the Hollyoaks actress, you should probably bring her picture up now.
I don't know who she is.
She got sacked this week, right?
Next episode.
Because
Mercedes? Because that's the only
she-
one I know
Get a
from back
pitch.
in the day.
get a picture of her. So she got
She's gone really
sacked.
skinny now.
She got sacked because she had an OnlyFans account. Now,
Yeah, why? Is she not showing her fanny?
who gives a fuck if she is?
Yeah, but
It's your
that's
body. Do
it's
what you want.
gratuitous. Why?
Well, you got to be 18 and you got to pay for it.
Well, I
so if
don't-
you want to be
but
18
why-
and pay to see
but
someone's
why-
fucking fanny,
but if you're
you
earning
should
good
be able to
money,
do it.
why get your
No,
fanny
because-
out?
Because you should earn as much money as you can.
But
Right?
listen.
No one's paying for a 50-year-old fanny. So if you're
Listen.
26 and your body's tight,
If you're
your
getting a
fanny's good,
three-figure sum for
who
doing
gives a
videos,
fuck? You get a 7-figure sum for OnlyFans. Mate, me and Amy were a bit younger.
Oh, fuck off,
I'd
Oscar.
do it.
You've never looked good enough. Oh, no, actually, I'll tell you.
No.
Your swimming days when you're
God.
14,
Really?
Jimmy Savile would have had you up.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy would have put out a...
I've just seen the
You'd have sat you on your knee.
It's that one there that just got fired. I don't think you're going to see it very well. And you won't be able to show it to...
I wouldn't pay for that, to be fair. Would you pay for that? Did anyone look at it?
No, but you see it. I got glasses on.
My point being, right, is...
How are you seeing, by the way?
Because have you seen these women that get...
She's old as shit. She's older than us.
Who gives a fuck? If people aren't going to pay for your pink canoe, then fucking let them pay. Right? School teachers are getting sacked because they got an OnlyFans. Look, if you're sexy enough that people are going to pay $4.99, stop doing that, Lee, because the microphone's going to pick up on it, you twat. If people are willing to pay to see your pink canoe or see a dick get in you, then just let them pay. It shouldn't be a problem. It's 2021.
It's probably a lot of lads out there with wives that are doing that and
Oh,
they
mate,
don't
those are-
know.
Oh, mate, no.
Mate, look at
I-
Twitter.
Mate,
Full of couples
all jokes
shagging,
aside,
allegedly.
I couldn't.
I won't name names, but one of the girls that I used to work with in the hairdressers, she actually had a massive foot one.
Oh, exactly.
She was selling.
foot?
If there's anybody in that hairdresser I know who did it, it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Showing her feet?
in all fairness. No, literally. to the
Well,
point where
there's
it's
two.
and then she
There's the
said-
bigger of the two, or there's the slimmer of the two. So either one's ballsy, or the other one's. Well, we might have to edit that out as well. Come on.
Anyway, I was going to do like a segment.
Well, why would I piss you off? You're getting annoyed, mate.
No. It's just No, you're not annoying me.
Boss, just put your hand to your ears. Real flat on one side. It's pissing me off, mate.
Is that right?
Yeah, now it looks like you've had a
It's fine.
like your old school haircut where
If
you
only-
just shave it up.
if only-
To it.
Yeah, no, I've got a decent barber now.
Fucking touches. Oh my.
Steve was a barber, hairdresser, whatever you want to call him.
No, he's an electrician. He's still alive, which is incredible.
Elon Musk, powerful guy.
Yeah.
Stop looking at the camera.
It doesn't make
I
any
love it.
fucking difference.
Of course it
Shut
doesn't do
up.
that.
Does it?
No,
right. If I go like this, if I look at him, right
Look at
now,
me.
Steve, and then look at that, makes no
Look at
difference,
me.
does it?
No,
Of course it
no.
does. People think
It's
you
just
look
Shut the
at
fuck up.
Those-
It's like every time I had a fag.
Those
that's-
three chins don't actually move very much in all fairness. It's alright.
There's no
So,
chins here.
in our last podcast, which struck gold, we were talking about trannies a lot, weren't we? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Most
when
of
they
them
shouldn't
are
be in the
like
games.
So,
See, we've done
hang on. I
gone
know,
off on a tangent again.
I know we've covered it, but we've got new listeners now, haven't we?
Rugby's going to start at 15 minutes, you cunt. You just necked wine like that.
Fucking hell,
That's
no.
disgusting.
That's a
doing
lot
that.
more than I thought.
Yeah, and Gabby's love it. Yeah, you filled your cheeks up, and those
Yeah, but
cheeks
it's not
take some fucking filling. You fucking hamster.
I like your missus. Anyway, Elliot. So, I'm joking because I love Sean. She's
Shut!
don't tell her she chin me.
She's gonna see it in a minute.
So we used to talk. We used to talk about
You don't
trannies.
watch this shit.
Sean does, mate.
No, she
She
don't.
watches camera.
Put me in bed.
So we used to talk about trannies a lot
Yes.
because we were like well ahead of the curve, weren't we? Do you remember? Hang on a minute.
Open that window, mate. It's fucking boiling in here. That's the problem living in a flat.
Chewing George's bottle.
Oh no.
It's a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna have to.
Get rid of him, mate.
I won't get rid of it.
It's a tie. Get rid of him.
Right.
Take him up Woodside.
So we were.
I'll do it. Right, come on.
Take your own dog up there.
No, he's good as well, mate.
He's not good as good.
Yeah, he don't chew
fucking
bottles.
name, you cunt.
He don't
Um,
lick fucking feet under the table. It's totally
Right, come on, back on
Got a
topic.
fetish.
Yeah, people would pay on OnlyFans for that. Anyway, so we were ahead of the curve.
Put
weren't we?
peanut butter on my belly.
We
and
bought.
You give me the funds for that. You can sell my fucking off, mate. You can fucking lick the spell end off, mate.
We were well ahead of the curve on trannies competing. Like me and Gavin covered it. 2 weeks later, it becomes news. That's
Yeah.
how fucking good this podcast is for anyone. That's
Yeah, BBC rang us at one point and said,
So-
you do.
in the news this was in the news this week. A Freedom of Information Act, which I don't expect you to know what that is, Steve.
I do
but-
know what that
Yeah, it means that you got freedom of
So in
information.
Scotland, they did a freedom
Disclosure.
You get
Spell that. Just for the...
Let's just
Oh,
move
No,
sorry.
just move on, mate.
Yeah,
You've got to try
sorry,
and big
mate.
him up for the single days. So,
Mate, he's incredibly thick. Who wouldn't want him? Do what you want with it.
Freedom of
Fucking
Information Act that happened in Scotland about transgender prisoners, and there were 12 transgender prisoners that were convicted of sexual offences that have been moved to a female prison. So these are people
Which
that,
is disgusting.
that were born a male, so they have a dick, they have, as me and Gavin have always said, enhanced testosterone, which makes a fucking difference, because if it didn't, then Lance Armstrong would be a drug cheat. Anyway, they've been moved because they identify as a woman, 1 out of the 12 has had surgery. 11 of
And
those.
they raped a lot of the women, didn't they?
11 of those.
Just ruined them.
11 of those.
Yeah, just ruined
Bear in
them.
mind, all these people are in for sexual offences, right? 11 of them just identified. What's that background noise?
It's just
Oh, it's the fan on the laptop, isn't it? So I don't use that laptop anymore.
You're
That's bad, isn't it? That is fucking bad.
Yeah.
You can't just go, oh, I've committed a sexual offence.
But this
And
is
then-
where the world's coming to. It's all very odd where anyone can identify as anything. And
Well,
it's accepted.
Which leads me on to the next subject.
I identify as a dildo, so if anybody wants
You're a
me,
bellend, that's
if
for
anybody needs me,
Laurel Hubbard, you know the bird
Oh,
that competed
this-
in the Olympics.
this is shocking because
She won New Zealand's female sports personality of the year. The cunt couldn't even qualify for the
No.
finals, let alone win anything.
let me just state something.
What's he
Right.
fucking free?
Imagine being the ugliest woman in New Zealand and the ugliest man in New Zealand. That's
That's what Laurel
that's
Hubbard
saying something, isn't it?
Laurel Hubbard didn't transition to her 30s, so she said all that time competing as a bloke. Oh,
But she's so shit that she even lost
I know, she
against
didn't even
another
qualify.
woman.
but the
That
thing
is
right,
incredible.
Good, yeah.
So you're
Surely-
so shit as a man, you can't compete with men. You go to women, you think, I've got this all
It's
day
just
long.
shit.
That she even lost against a fucking proper woman with ovaries.
Well, the sad thing
Disgusting.
is,
Fat
these,
cunt. Fuck off.
These trans.
Get the fuck out of it. Burn yourself to death. I fucking hate it. No, I fucking hate it. I hate trans.
You can't
If
say
you're
that.
trans, yes, I can. I'm
edit
saying
that
it.
out.
I can do what I fucking
But
want.
transgender people
You're
are okay.
No, that's fine. But don't try to
Just to
cheat
confirm.
legitimate athletes.
No,
don't
you're right.
fucking try to cheat.
You're absolutely right.
At least come in and know you're going to win. Don't come in half-assed and fucking lose.
Even
You
close his
fat,
eyes for this round.
boding, fucking
Trying to
piece of
remember.
shit. Fuck off. You lazy piece of shit. You'll be lonely all your life. Fuck you.
Put that on our
Right, anyway.
TikTok.
That is good.
We have got a TikTok account, Mamil and Squatch.
See, this is what happens when I drink wine.
Just for anyone that doesn't
Charles
know,
she's downstairs and this place is insolent.
because they'd be like, "Oh, you can't say that. Fuck off. We'll say what we want."
I'll say what the fuck I want. If you don't like it, fuck off. We've got 200 views, so fuck off. 95% of the people on this podcast
We'll be like, "Yeah."
yeah.
No, we're cool with trans people, by the way.
If you're
Can I
cool
just-
with you rolling with people lighter than you, which is an absolute disgrace, then
90% of the people in the fucking gym.
some fat fucking bowling bloke going against women is absolutely disgusting. It's really rolled me up that. I'm going to probably go into London and start clotheslining people. This is the problem. See,
Be
this is what
careful, mate, 'cause
happens.
me and the landlord are.
Yeah, I
mate.
know. I've heard he's a jiu-jitsu.
He's not jiu-jitsu, mate. He just
Oh.
he's one of those that anyway. So she won sports personality of the year, and the sad thing is, you cannot call yourself a feminist and back trans people because you are taking away from females, which is the very thing that you campaign for.
Don't
So
cheat. It's
there
just
was
about
that-
cheating. It's got nothing to do with transgender. It's you're cheating.
Which one?
At a
Because-
sport.
Because
It's as simple as that.
Derek, and if
Oh,
you,
we love him.
fucking Derek.
He's a
If you've not seen it, Derek from
fucking
go on
sexy
YouTube.
bastard.
Good
He
looking
looks a bit like him, to be fair.
No, he's
so
in
you
shape.
can't see Steve, but if you go on Derek Plates and
Do you know what would be funny
he
is the
looks a
fact
little
that
bit
no
like
one ever
Steve.
sees
He's sexy.
Steve and everyone would be like, this
Yeah,
is
he's sexy.
So Derek,
It's gonna be a real letdown though when they actually see you.
Not really, because you've literally just described me as fat, short, and probably everything else.
Like a hobbit.
Not without big
You
fingers.
got
No,
shorter
no,
hair than a hobbit, but your
we've
ears
got
are
9
very...
minutes. We've got 9 minutes. Derek, so YouTube channel, moreplates.com. Sounds a bit silly, but it's actually quite a good
He's
YouTube
incredible.
channel.
He's
And
intelligent. He's a
He goes into the biomechanics and Bang! No.
Looks for the gun.
Come here.
Just
And he actually there is an episode where he goes into the testosterone levels. Of
yeah, it's
Laurel Hubbard.
incredible.
And
He's so detailed as well.
he's a clever bloke.
Yeah,
and
he's clever bloke.
what he actually says-
Steve. Looks like Steve.
his hair's thicker
Oh,
because he lost it, didn't he? And he did a.
there's that supplement I was going to say to you about, which I'm thinking of taking. Because what I want to do is, on the
Your
podcast, I
hair's
want to show...
thick.
It's not. So I've got... How close do I have to get for it to be obvious?
Right here.
So I've got really bold in. So unless I pull it to the side, I've got very bold in front.
Make sure this goes on our Instagram.
All right, hang on. Watch me wine. It's more important than my hair.
Down, 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 down.
And I've got what Dabby would call a cookie.
A biscuit, mate.
biscuit.
You just got a double crown.
So
You ain't
there's
got a
this
double crown,
supplement.
it's one.
It's not one of these ones that you get online. It's supposed to be like, use fucking caffeine shampoo. It's supposed to be a really good one, and I'm gonna trial it.
What's wrong with
over the
caffeine
podcast.
shampoo, you cunt?
Well,
I'm fucking...
so I'm
well,
gonna I'll put that picture up of your. I won't do it today, but I'll find it, and I'll put up that picture of your head when we shaved it to show how thin you are on top.
That's what I have, Steve. Fucking disgusting, isn't it?
We're gonna have to stop
Who is it?
knocking people out. Who is it?
Who is it? Pepe! Dog's out.
We're gonna have to have a studio, mate.
Wrong door.
This
Wrong
is
door.
perfect.
Yeah,
though.
wrong door. Well done. Cheers, mate. You've ruined the podcast. So she won. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What
Answer the door naked, does she do it?
Wait. That's that today. So, yeah, we're okay with trans people. We're for trans people,
Yeah.
but you should compete in your own category.
Yeah,
with
that
other trans
rap
people.
wasn't against trans.
Oh,
people.
so going back to it. Derek from moreplates.moredates.com, who does a fantastic YouTube channel. He goes into the testosterone levels of Laurel Hubbard, and her testosterone levels in her 40s
incredible, yeah.
were up here.
And she's still shit at sport.
It's still shit. I mean, you just shit.
She's not that fat kid.
Just fuck
She's
off.
like when you join
You've never been
school,
able to fucking-
secondary school, and you play rugby.
the
and
last
there's-
pick.
No, or it's that one fat
Like
fuck,
fucking Neil from BJJ.
like Andrew Chappell,
Someone pick me!
who was actually good at rugby.
Ah, you're right, Neil.
They're like 6, but he was good at rugby, so it's a bad choice.
Who? Laurel
That's
Hubbard.
it. But that bloke would be like 6 foot. I don't know, 6 foot, for example, at 15 years old, yeah?
Yeah.
Be incredible at rugby, but not incredible at rugby because they're actually skillful and that all they can do is run through people. And then people will catch up and they'll be shit.
Yeah.
And they won't even be able to play it.
Ooh, I'm now trans.
That's basically what she's
I'm now
done.
trans. You cannot.
You're still fucking shit. You're still never going
What
to
you
get
have
loads
to-
of
what
a
you have to
man or a
appreciate
woman,
is-
you fat piece of
And so I
shit.
go back to it. Mamil and Squatch are not against trans. What we are against is people
Lazy people, lazy
that are
fat
competing
cunts.
at an enhanced testosterone level. That's what I want to say. There's not like we're not against it. Trans people should compete against trans people because it's a level playing field. The reason that men and women compete
I
separately.
think Steve was going to say something prolific then.
It's not his podcast.
No, but I feel like he needs to add to it.
No, fuck him. No, you're not a part of this.
Carry on.
You'll get your own camera eventually, all right? Just wait.
Oh, by the way, have you said about your jiu-jitsu?
So I joined Jiu-Jitsu April 16th.
So about
2020.
Ryan in it, or what's he called? Some big ginger giant.
That's Neil.
Neil,
I don't want it
yeah.
to be about Neil because there's so many other cool people down there.
Is he going to listen to this podcast?
I hope so.
Neil,
Conrad.
if you're listening, I feel sorry for you, mate, because his breath stinks for starters. It must be.
doesn't.
Must be.
You're gonna go talk
Chin.
about Tom? Tom coming down?
Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, that's a great shout.
Yeah, I love the way Steve doesn't think it's real. So,
I do think it's real. That's why I just said it.
Yeah, he's trying to promote it.
Yeah.
what do you think? So there is a
Are
20.
you not going to talk about Tom coming
So
down?
we are.
What I don't think's real is your hairline.
It's real. It's shit. It's fucking. It's absolutely real.
It's got a lot better since you come back from Mallorca, you cunt.
Well, it hasn't, is it?
No,
Anyway,
Somebody-
so
I think
we are
it is.
so Plymouth,
Yeah,
Plymouth
okay,
BJJ, which is where I go, which is the best place in Plymouth.
definitely.
Fuck.
What's that for? Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Oh, right, incredible.
Our professor
BJJ.
is Ian Hartop.
BBJ.
No, that's what. No, do you not know what? That's what you call
Oh,
them.
Bozzy, don't.
I mean, it
I
says
don't give a fuck
a
what
black
they are.
belt.
I'll tell him it's
No,
sad.
Ian will fucking batter you, mate.
He can fucking batter me, but every time I get every
You don't have to call
every
him-
breath I'm losing, I go, you still a cunt. You still a
You
cunt.
don't have to be a
You're still a cunt.
professor. No, you
You're
have to.
still a cunt. You're
can't
not a
call him a
professor of
cunt.
fuck all.
You're, no,
Right, carry on.
right, hang on.
I'm a
What
prof-
you refer
He's a
to?
professor of ice cubes.
No, you're missing a point. So when someone's a black belt, you refer to them as a professor.
Here we fucking.
Because it's like 10 years, it's cool. Look, anyway, let's not detract. So,
No, it's just took me off even more. I was
so
going
we are, you wouldn't come down because you ain't got a dick for it.
I'll chin everybody.
You haven't got a
mate.
dick
I'll
for it,
chin
mate.
every
You're wearing
fucker in
a
there.
salmon
Packer wouldn't
polo
last 2
shirt.
seconds.
You're
There's no
wearing
way.
a salmon polo shirt.
And you've obviously wore a baggy shirt because your tits would be hanging on the. I know exactly what you've done. You've purposely wore a baggy shirt. Normally, you're
next week, or whenever we do it, I'll wear the tightest polo shirt ever.
Remember last time we did podcast? every time I did this, you told me off. You've done the whole podcast punching the.
Yeah, because you're
and that is your
frustrating me.
aggression because
Right.
you're doing jiu-jitsu. Your testosterone's slightly up.
It'd be nice.
You're
if
being
my
very
testosterone
aggressive.
was
I've
up.
heard as well. I've heard from people. Neil's rang me. He said you're a prick down there. He said you're a bully. You go around thinking you're fucking honest. But since you won that first competition, he said you've been walking around like you're the big deal.
Yeah.
Like Cobra
Yeah,
Kai.
no, I've-
like the Karate Kid film.
Yeah. No, I have.
It's not
I
on,
don't
mate.
give a fuck.
And he's asked me to send you a message. Stop being a cunt. That's basically all he said. Because he
Well,
can't.
fuck you,
Because he can't. He was very good at. He can't articulate very well. So he said. So I said, "Can you write it down?" He said, "No, I'd rather
Right,
just
anyway.
send it to you in a voicemail."
Let's do a quick promotion for Plymouth BJJ. So we are part of the Checkmat affiliation. So
I won't do that.
no, because we're finishing now.
Yeah,
Just sit down. We've got 2 minutes. So we're part of Checkmat, which is a worldwide affiliation. And what we've done is we've also become affiliation of the Reorg charity. The Reorg charity is something that was founded by Mark Ormond, triple amputee, former Royal Marine. He had his arm and 2 legs blown off in Iraq. Pretty fucking bad.
If you don't know who he is, you've
Fucking-
been living in a cave.
Yeah,
because
Mark
the
Ormond.
dude's a fucking legend. Yeah,
Cool guy.
cool as fuck. Yeah.
So he's into jiu-jitsu, he's a blue belt, and he formed this charity with a couple of other people, a guy called Sam, and one of their members and trustees is Tom Hardy, the Tom Hardy,
Yeah.
and we are...
Not
Not like some
Yeah, because
fucking-
a lot of people think. Oh,
No,
it's
it
not-
is the Tom Hardy,
No,
and
Tom
he
Hardy
is...
comes down quite a
So,
lot.
so they are...
Yeah.
He comes down to Pantheon, where their headquarters are.
This
and
is the same Tom Hardy that got his arm almost snapped off by George St. Pierre, but went like 3 minutes in the most.
That's
horrific-
Dan Hardy, you twat.
Who's Tom Hardy? Then?
The actor.
Tom Hardy plays Venom.
Why the fuck would you go and see him?
Plays Venom.
The guy that plays Venom.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother going. But if you're
He's a blue belt. No, not Dan
No,
Hardy. Dan Hardy did...
Oh, Dan Hardy. See,
Fucking nails.
I'm not
Nails.
going
Nails.
to bother now. But if you're into it for the charity, do it. No,
So
because I
he's-
wouldn't bother now.
so they're doing
Tom Hardy's a prick. He's got shit teeth as well. If you've made millions, get your teeth
Well,
sorted.
mate, he's real.
Anyway, for the charity though,
No, so they're doing
I think he's a prick.
They're
but-
doing a 24-hour roll.
But Dan, just throwing it out there because Dan Hardy will probably see this. If you come down,
Follows
I'll come
me
down
on
and
Twitter.
see you.
He follows
I'll probably
me on
roll with
Twitter.
you as well. And I'll,
No, Dan Hardy. Not Tom Hardy, mate. Fucking Dan
that's
Hardy.
ruined. That's ruined it for me. That has.
Tom Hardy's...
I wonder what she was going on about last night because she get really excited about.
Tom Hardy coming.
I was thinking Tom Hardy.
Are you saying your missus got excited? She fell off her chair because her fanny was that wet.
Well, Amy's the one that was looking at you in the eye and going,
Oh, mate, Amy's done my head in with it. She's like, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit on him. Don't
This
worry
is Tom Hardy, the one that
Venom.
Plays Venom.
got the worst teeth in the world. Literally looks like Victoria's
Careful,
time.
because he's probably going to listen to this, and I'm going to roll with him. So anyway, so
Oh, hang on.
Oh, original.
Oh, you're a fuck.
We got... Oh, shit, we're running. Anyway, so there is a 24-hour jiu-jitsu roll. When you spar, it's called a roll. Jiu-jitsu roll. And he's coming down to do a stint of the 24 hours. So
Jiu-jitsu podcast.
No.
you might... I probably am become the most annoying person ever, because I...
But it's annoyed me that I thought it was fucking Dan
Dan Hardy!
who is one of the greatest MMA fighters.
One of the greatest.
He's one of the best.
He got out of a fucking armbar, mate. He's hard. He's hard.
Mate,
Dan Hardy's hard.
He's fucking solid, and he's British. And instead, we've got this skinny cunt that got an acting
Look
career
at the camera.
from fucking Big Breakfast. Yes.
Yeah, we've all seen that. He's a fantastic actor.
100%.
He's a fantastic
let's get
actor.
let's get him here and talk about testosterone because that cunt is not put on fucking 4 stone. From
He's
eating
never
well.
denied. He's never gone out and denied testosterone.
Yes, he has. He's openly
No, he
denied.
has. You can't.
Just the same as Hugh Jackman. Bullshit.
You
But
anyway,
anyway,
don't do
but-
jiu-jitsu anyway.
Hang on. I don't think we've covered jiu-jitsu yet. Go back to jiu-jitsu.
This will be a weekly thing, Steve. Whenever we do a podcast, I'll talk about jiu-jitsu. I'll probably talk about cycling. Probably talk about.
Well, you haven't talked about the fact I've joined the gym after like 2.5 years.
You can't call that a gym. It's a porter cabin. You can't. And you only go down there because no one else goes down there, so you don't see anyone that's in shape and get jealous.
It's got piss. It's got piss.
Oh, I left you a gym because everyone was too sexy and I didn't like it. What, you've closed a ring on your Apple Watch?
Dan,
Well done.
goal achieved.
Oh, well done, Lee. You stood.
Someday stood up. Someday.
You stood up.
Literally, you closed your stand ring and
Went
you've been
toilet.
sat down for the last
Went toilet.
hour.
Yeah.
I went toilet.
Steve's had more of an influence on this podcast than I thought he would. fucking annoyed me a bit, but I'm alright with it.
If he doesn't stop drinking copper bag, in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna fucking clothesline the cunt on camera.
I'll show you how to choke him out. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner.
Oh, really? Oh,
Plymouth's
He's
#1
nearly a
wipe
professor.
out, one strike.
Yeah. Fucking professor of fucking bullshit.
That's what they call people.
You need to be a professor of shit airlines, mate.
I'm not
That's what
saying.
you need to be a professor
I'm not
of.
saying I'm a professor. I'm saying black belts and
How
what
can
you.
we call it? Can we close this up? Because I'm getting annoyed now.
You're annoying me with that fucking salmon shirt, and I liked it earlier on, but it's fucking annoying.
Yeah,
me.
you're annoying me because you just fucking annoy me. And
You're fucking annoying me. Anyway,
And
I
I
think
think you've gone about fucking Tom Hardy, and I thought it was Dan Hardy. It's ruined my whole
yeah, but
weekend.
both are nice guys.
It's just ruined my whole weekend. Let's just close it up.
Tom Hardy.
I
So, can I just
used to do
say,
a few army guys hair back in the day, and literally they
Here
actually
we go.
sparred with Tom Hardy before. He's a fucking good roller.
But he ain't come against me yet, mate. I'll batter the cunt.
he's on testosterone, you cunt.
I'm not saying he's not. Who cares?
So's he.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You
absolutely.
really
No, I'm not.
If your mum listens to
You
this,
can't have those tits and be
No,
on
I will do.
you fucking can because of the estrogen levels.
I will do testosterone. I'm not on testosterone at the minute. How dare you? How very dare
No,
you?
you're not.
I will do.
I know you're not.
Look at
I
him
will.
describe
You know,
him
I'd tell you if I
already.
was.
Yeah, I like winding him up.
Not something I deny.
Don't tell my
No.
mum, but I'm on Agredis. What am I on?
You're on
Agretis.
plant-based fucking testosterone. Ain't gonna work.
It raises
Oh, here
you.
we go. Here we
I'll tell you,
go.
that's for another podcast. Close this up because
Yeah, Steve. Listen,
I'm going to throw a brick at you. So.
I'm Vozzy. I'm done. That's Gammon. He's
I'm
done.
gammon, I'm done.
We got special Steve with us. He's done.
Special Steve. He's free and single and ready to mingle.
Right.
Fuck some bud up with an ice cube. Let's do this.
He'll lick your fanny better than anyone.
We're signing off.
Lick my ball bags, and I don't even like my ball bags being touched. Let's close this up.
Just close it up.
Yeah.